Chamisa trusted to deliver jobs. Zimbabweans believe MDC Alliance presidential candidate Nelson Chamisa could deliver jobs if elected to office at the end of the month compared to his rival and incumbent President Emmerson Mnangagwa. A survey commissioned by respected Pan-African think tank Afrobarometer and undertaken by locally based Mass Public Opinion Institute, MPOI, shows that this could be the most closely fought election. Despite Chamisa's disapproval of how the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, ZEC, has handled the pre-election process, public confidence in the poll management body remained high. Chamisa, who took over the leadership of the MDCT following the death of former Premier, Morgan Tsvangirai, has left no stone unturned, projecting himself as the fresh face of the democratic struggle. To Chamisa's credit, however, his vigorous efforts to introduce himself to the electorate have apparently begun to pay off. Instead, on the core issue in the campaign, job creation, he has established a more favorable public reputation than his chief rival, Mnangagwa. Asked about who will do a better job in creating jobs for the people, respondents said that Chamisa outranks Mnangagwa by 10 percentage points, 42% vs 32%. The remainder either didn't know or refused to answer, 18% combined, or said neither of them, 8%. It is, therefore, possible that perceptions of Chamisa as a more capable job creator, correct or not, probably help explain the MDC's recent gains in party identification, the survey showed. Opinions, according to the results of the survey, remained sharply divided along partisan lines, with urban respondents favoring Chamisa while their rural counterparts think Mnangagwa was well placed to change their fortunes for the better. Respondents, the survey indicated, seemed to also have ignored Chamisa's so-called childish antics. At the same time, popular trust in the opposition leader and his party and alliance seemed to be on the rise, from 40% of citizens interviewed in early May to 48% in early July. Nor does he, Chamisa, seem to have been badly hurt by naive gaffes or over-enthusiastic campaign promises, Afrobarometer said. The survey showed that Chamisa has whittled down Mnangagwa's lead to 3% with a 2% margin of error, adding that it was impossible to rule out the possibility that Chamisa had taken the lead. MPOI Executive Director Eldred Mnangagwa, while admitting there was a chance for a runoff, said the election could be decided by the leading party's ability to marshal their supporters to the polling booth. The winner will be dependent on which of the two leading parties, ZANU-PF and MDC Alliance, has shown greater organizational ability. That in my view will be decisive, Mnangagwa said. But University of Zimbabwe political science lecturer Ashton Murawira said the survey indicated a widening of the political space and the possibility of a free and fair election. This is indicated by the people's confidence in the government and the ZEC. There could be change in perceptions given the salary adjustments to civil servants. This is a great indication, but not the results. The final will come on July 30th. The environment is fluid. There is a possibility of a runoff or even an outright winner, Murawira said. With an expected 80% voter turnout, Afrobarometer in its survey argued that ZANU-PF has shown greater organizational capacity. Throughout the campaign, more citizens reported attending ruling party than opposition events. In early July, for example, twice as many people said they had attended a ZANU-PF meeting or rally, 34%, than an MDC party or MDC Alliance gathering, 18%, a 2-to-1 gap that had held steady from early May onward. The gap was especially wide in rural areas, by 4-to-1, notably in Mashonaland Central, 6-to-1. But in all likelihood and despite a countrywide campaign blitz by Chamisa, the opposition continued to face a persistent organizational and resource disadvantage against a state-funded ruling party, the survey added. Another analyst, Tony Reeler argued that Chamisa could actually be leading by now and pointed to support from former President Robert Mugabe and respondents who did not reveal their preferences. If 80% will vote, then it means 4.8 million will vote. Given 36% said they associate with ZANU-PF and 34% for MDC Alliance, this will translate to 1.7 million for Mnangagwa and 1.6 m for Chamisa and 1.4 million who we don't know who they will vote for. Individually 40%, 1.9 m, for Mnangagwa, 37%, 1.8 m, for Chamisa and 20%, about 800,000, of uncommitted votes. The issue is on the uncommitted, and I will guess that it's enough that the gap is closed. While there could be a runoff, I would say there is a probability of a clear winner, but it's not going to be Mnangagwa, Reeler said. Reeler said the country was moving into a highly complex political situation with questions around whether the military will accept a result they do not favor. Some 400 respondents were polled, with some 53% indicating they trusted ZEC was doing a good job in preparing for the election.